I will give over to Tony. Tony, so it's floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you very much, Oliver, for giving us a closer look into the classic platform enhancement. It was really interesting also from my side, seeing what is going on all the year then. Yeah, I would like to present you now the requirements engineering here in AutoSAR. So, I mean, what did we do and yeah, what are we trying to achieve then? First of all, of course, the content. So first, I would like to give a word about what are the goals here for the requirements management or in general, but also then, what is the current status of the requirements engineering here in AutoSAR? So first of all, requirements engineering or requirements management here in this case in the AutoSAR organization, what does it mean? So we basically try to deliver certain methods and processes to develop requirements. What kind of requirements? We try to give good requirements here and also good requirements management to improve the requirements that we have, but also in the development of the requirements. But what is actually then the meaning of good requirements management? So we try to consider all needs of the stakeholders, of course, but also have a look on the completeness of the requirements. Then also important for us is the importance of the requirements and also the control of this. The requirements themselves, they should be easy to understand. And yeah, we want to support the readability and keep it readable. And then, of course, the traceability, always an important topic for the requirements management. So in this case, is also for us a big topic. Now, I would like to show you the current status, or what did we do of the requirements management, or what did we do here in the AutoSAR organization. So first of all, we tried to support the AutoSAR organization as good as possible. That means if or when the teams develop new concepts, we try to support them as good as possible. Also, in this case, to improve the requirements in the long term. And I mean, developing requirements, it's not just something by a glimpse. So in this case, we try to give them also certain support so that they know where they can find actually supporting materials. So in this case, we have this internal platform here at AutoSAR, and so there we developed and improved the material that is delivered for the teams that they can use for building up the requirements and the concepts. So there we also paid attention on. And then one of the major topics is the rework of the RS main document and the RS features. And for that, I want to have a closer look now. This year we were quite busy with reworking the RS main, starting from not scratch, but starting from checking the previous RS main document. Actually try to figure out, okay, what is the current scope of this document? Then we reformulated the requirements, and these requirements were reviewed and also approved. And yeah, finally we could, or the requirements have been accomplished. So just for you, I think most of the listeners here are familiar with the abstraction level of the requirements, but I would like to leave a word there as well. So in AutoSAR, or in the AutoSAR organization, we have several layers or levels of requirements. starting with the project objectives, following then with the RS main, and the further we go on in this pyramid, the more the abstraction level changes in the documents or in the requirements. So in the spec items, or not spec items here, in the RS components, we are pretty detailed. And the project objectives, obviously, or I think you're familiar with that, we are pretty abstract. So in this case, the higher the document level is, the higher the abstraction level we have. So the result then of our reworking period this year, or the main work, was actually beforehand we had in the previous release 2011 33 requirements, and then now we came up then with 25. So actually, so maybe you ask yourself, so what did they do? What was the content then? First of all, we tried to support the readability of the document. That means we had there the requirement actually in the headline, and to support readability, we try to focus in the headline more on the subject itself, then following by the requirement. This one, or the requirements, we also try to focus on constant structure. That means there we have here the sentence pattern starting with the subject, and then following with the requirements statement. This one only is divided by the word shall, and if you need a condition, you can add a condition also in the front of the requirement. So we also try to have a closer look on the tracing, that we can fix there something, or at least improve the tracing for the requirements in the RS main. And then last but not least, a very, very important brick of our new wall, or of the RS main here, is to respect the quality criteria. In this case, so what are the quality criteria we try to focus? So what are the main ingredients of good requirements, or to keep a high quality of requirements? So we have some pillars there, like the understandability should be very good. Also the feasibility, and for this main criteria, we also came up with some criteria we try to respect. For example, here in this case, the requirements should be free from contradiction, or, for example, to respect the sentence pattern. So even if you forget it, or if the working groups here forgot to pay attention on these main points, or to respect the sentence pattern, even when you do the checklist for the quality criteria of the requirements, you have to check it anyway, and then it will turn out, or you will pay attention on if you did something wrong in this case. So this was so far for the RS main. Then I would like to show you also an outlook of the requirements management in the upcoming year, or for the next release. So as I already showed you, we have several levels of requirements, and for the new complexity, also in this case with the new platform, we try to support the new platform and implementing a new layer of requirements, in this case the RS platforms, to also support the granularity, traceability, and readability. So there we also, yeah, we already prepared there for a concept, and we try to continue working on this new platform, resulting there also, or we try to finalize this document and for the next release. What will be the content? Basically, we try to introduce requirements level between the Rs main and the Rs components. So they are basically probably requirements missing. So in this case, this will be a big point for the upcoming release to basically generate or formulate new requirements for the RS platforms. So this was so far now, a look or a closer look on the requirements management here in AutoSAR. So I would like to hand over to Rinat, giving us a small glimpse for the future or of the future here at AutoSAR. And we are excited to see what you got for us.